वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सकृजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं त्वां सजीवं साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं राधाकृष्णपादं सहगणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. Today we wish to hear about dualism of God, quantum mechanics, and dualistic theory of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Today we wish to hear about dualism of God, quantum mechanics, and dualistic theory of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Quantum mechanics says that elementary particles are dual in nature, that is, they are waves as well as particles. Photons are waves, means quanta of electromagnetic waves. Photons are waves, means quanta of electromagnetic waves, as well as particles. Similarly, electrons are waves as well as particles, that is, dual state of existence with multiple positions at the same time, that is superposition. When there is any observer, they behave like particles, but in absence of observer, they behave like waves. Double slit experiment proves that in presence of detector or observer, they act as particles, otherwise they are waves. Waves have no form, they are formless, but particles have form and figure. Vedanta philosophy, means Advaita philosophy or non-dualistic theory, says that the absolute Brahma is formless and figureless. Vedantist Shankaracharya said, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, the absolute pervades all. Aham Brahmasmi, I am the absolute, which has neither figure nor form. But another sage, Madhacharya, says that the absolute, means God, has dual existence, that is, having form and figure as well as formless. Accordingly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu believed that God, Sri Krishna, has dual existence, that is, Lord Sri Krishna having form and figure, and Lord Jagannath as apparent form, no complete figure, formless. The Higgs boson, sometimes called the Higgs particle, is an elementary particle in the standard model of particle physics produced by the quantum excitation of the Higgs field, one of the fields in particle physics theory. In the standard model, the Higgs particle is a massive scalar boson with zero spin, even positive parity, no electric charge and no color charge that couples to interacts with mass. It is also very unstable, decaying into other particles almost immediately upon generation. The Higgs field is a scalar field with two neutral and two electrically charged compounds that form a complex doublet of the weak isospin symmetry. Its Mexican hat-shaped potential leads it to take a non-zero value everywhere, including otherwise empty space, which breaks the weak isospin symmetry of the electron interaction and via the Higgs mechanism gives mass to many particles. Both the field and the boson are named after physicist Peter Higgs. who in 1964, along with five other scientists in three teams, proposed the Higgs mechanism, a way for some particles to acquire mass. Without presence of this Higgs field and Higgs particle, uh, and without any interaction with particles, we would have no existence. The universe would have no existence, which are observing now. All fundamental particles know at the time should be massless at very high energies, but fully explaining how some particles gain mass at lower energies had been extremely difficult. If these ideas are correct, a particle known as a scalar boson should also exist with certain properties. This particle was called the Higgs boson and could be used to test whether the Higgs field was the correct explanation. After a 40-year search, a subatomic particle with the expected properties was discovered in 2012 by the ATLAS and CMS experiments at the Large Hadron Collider (LHC) at CERN near Geneva, Switzerland. The new particle was subsequently confirmed to match the expected properties of a Higgs boson. Physicists from two of the three teams, Peter Higgs and Francois Engler, were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 2013 for their theoretical predictions. Although Higgs' name has come to be associated with this theory, several researchers between about 1960 and 1972 independently developed different parts of it. In the mainstream media, the Higgs boson is sometimes called the God particle, after the 1993 book The God Particle by Nobel laureate Leon Lederman, although the nickname has been criticized by many physicists. This figure showing the generation of Higgs particle in LHC Large Hadron Collider, generation of Higgs boson. You see the yellow rays are the Higgs particle or Higgs boson particles generated in LHC Large Hadron Collider after a collision of two protons. Candidate Higgs boson events from collisions between protons in the LHC means Large Hadron Collider. The top event in the CMS experiment shows a decay into two photons, dashed yellow lines and green towers. You see again the figure. The dashed yellow lines are the photon particles which are decaying after generation of boson particles. And the green lines two photons, dashed yellow lines and green towers of the products of the generation of a boson. The lower event in the Atlas experiment shows the decay into 4 muons, dead traps. Composition